Alright guys, what is up? Aldo here. Welcome back. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content. Wanted to show you kind of latest, after this pump, what I'm looking at right now. Also what I've been doing. Full transparency, I did have a really good ETH long that did absolutely fantastic. Doubled that. You guys saw that this morning on the live stream. That one did really well. To be fully transparent, did lose two scalps. A Bitcoin kind of scalp long and then ETH's scalp short as well. Kind of happens. It was a little tough of a market to trade yesterday, and I was definitely a bit too trigger happy. So trying to always be as transparent as possible with you guys. Not going to be right all the time, unfortunately, but that's kind of the game. CBZ had a really good trade here too. So Landacor went long on Gala. So as a team, we've been doing fantastic lately. If you guys are into Forex as well, PHEMEX had a lot of good Forex analysis. So check out the Discord, link down below. Probably going to be raising the price soon. So check that out if you guys are interested. Really good community. So let's get into it right now. So first thing I want to talk about right here is kind of the macro a little bit. We did have the jump up, but obviously, we still got the green dot, the trigger wave on the 3-week, and you did have a trigger wave, on the 3-week here around, obviously September of 2019. So kind of still in that same boat to potentially, come down farther, even if we do get up to 29K, even 30K. Who knows here, but it does seem like we will go below that, 25K low that we were at, similar to kind of this area over here. And keep in mind, in this area, it doesn't look like it too much, but there was a lot of volatility in the second half of 2019. If I zoom out just a little bit here, look, this was just some crazy volatility. Look at that. That was 30% up. So yeah, it's not, this doesn't make me think, all of a sudden we're just going to keep going up to, all-time highs or nothing. It still seems like on the macro pretty bearish. Your 200 weekly moving average is this blue line, which is currently at about 27.6. We're currently above it. If we do lose it, reject harshly from that area, to lose that area, that's where things get a bit more bearish. My guess is we will reject from it, but we definitely can come up a bit higher before that happens. And so that's what I'm keeping an eye on right here. And green dot on the 3-day. That's one of the reasons I went long kind of on ETH yesterday. Did that long. Part of the reason because it's these usually give you something, but it could be more kind of here you did have that jump up kind of these are more like this, really probably more like this. You had the jump up and then just rolled over. It could be like that, so just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. We do have the gap to our size too, which is kind of a good sign. So you could come up a bit higher here based on this. This time frame is kind of the bullish case to kind of look at. I don't want to be overly kind of bearish here, even though I am on the macro. Looking at kind of the just looking at some of these time frames, daily doesn't tell us too much. VWAP above, coming above the zero line there, doesn't really tell us too much. Let's get into the 12-hour. Money flow coming up, nothing looking too bad, nothing looking like we're, topping out already. Money flow coming up in the 8-hour, a bunch of trigger waves. Obviously you could argue this was a big jump up, so you could argue that, a lot of this move has kind of played out. A lot of these have played out 8% up. That's a lot. VWAP coming down on the 4-hour, money flow, still not bad. So nothing, nothing overly bearish yet. I can't even believe the 2-hour isn't even in the, with this jump up, 2 hours isn't even in the green yet. And we still got the trigger waves, but like on the 8-hour, you could say these have already kind of played out. Now let's get into more of what could happen here. So now we're hitting, this big pocket between the spiral line, point of control. This is a big area. And what I'm thinking we could be forming is potentially some type of bull pennant type thing to make us break up a little bit. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Make us break up a little bit more here. If we were to do something like this a little bit, do something like this, that kind of general area and break up higher, you could get, say we're breaking up, because I'm sure a lot of people are trying to short this, obviously, as what would be logical. That's 28.5, then you got the volume area at 28.750. I'm not saying you're going to go that high, but I think it's a little premature to try to be short just yet. I want to wait for potentially a 16-minute bearish div. You also got the trigger wave on the 10-minute, which could, make this a bit more. And if we do, sorry, my computer, I got too many tabs open. My thing is laggy, but you know, if we do adjust it like that, your technical target is going to take too long. But your technical target would be, it would bring you up to your technical target at the volume area high right there, 28.7, and that would probably be sufficient to wreck enough of the people trying to short to potentially, yeah, wreck enough of the people trying to short, and then we come down. So if I had to guess here, guys, I mean, if we get up to that high, a lot of people will probably be saying, you know, if we get up to 28,750, a lot of people probably be saying 30K. At that point, I think that's the place to potentially look to short. So that's what I'm ultimately looking right there. I'd be taking more profits if you're long right now at that area. I would say most likely you will jump up a bit higher here through this area. And that's kind of Bitcoin right now. What I want to look at on Ethereum is similar. So obviously, let me just show you guys. So ETH has been bleeding against Ethereum throughout this jump up. Bitcoin dominance has come up a bit throughout this jump up, which is still shows weakness in the altcoin market, you know, similar to the second half of 2019. And we had a blood diamond. We're preparing a blood diamond. A blood diamond is appearing right now on ETH versus Bitcoin. This one was a 13% drop down about. And if we were to do that, where would that bring us to? Right around this area right here. So close to the June 2022 lows. And I think that could potentially be where we could see ETH versus Bitcoin by the end of September, at sometime in September. And I think that's going to be the place to potentially start DCAing into Ethereum from September into pre-Bitcoin halving, probably March. So that's going to be the big place there that I'm ultimately looking at for ETH versus Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. Macro for Ethereum, I mean, as long as you still have this monthly blood diamond on regular, or oh wow, it's actually gone away for a little bit now. So gone away, turned into a regular red dot. If we do come down farther, that could confirm as a blood diamond, but it still is, I mean, even just the red dot, it still is not good. You know, it still is not good. It's still kind of a trigger wave to the downside. Still ultimately not good, and we could even have that start to appear very soon on Heiken Ashi candles as well. I still think, until proven otherwise, that we're going to generally, you know, head down here. Now, looking at ETH more for, you know, the short term right now, a lot of it is the same as Bitcoin. I mean, money flow, good curvature, money flow coming up. Nothing is necessarily telling me that we have, you know, topped out just yet. This seems to be forming some type of like bull pennant type thing, you know, similar to Bitcoin, and you could get potentially, I mean, some type of technical target up around these area volume area low 772. You know, this general area, I might be, you know, it depends how you, obviously this is a little bit subjective. You do it like that, yeah, for fills that area, draw the bull pennant like that. And then if you look at very similar to Bitcoin, well, actually not. There's no trigger wave on the 10, but money flow is still good on the 10. Green dot in the 16, no trigger waves, which could be, I mean, if you're going to be shorting something, ETH could be the kind of the better move. ETH could potentially be the better move because it's bleeding against Bitcoin. And the thing is, if we do jump up, that's another 1.8%. I'm curious if we were to jump up to 1.8 versus from where we are right now. Come on, yeah, I got too many lines in this. It's lagging, but 3, yeah, that could be Bitcoin could steal the show here to a certain extent. I did have a nice trade setup that in the Discord for XRP that hit really well. XRP, like a lot of other things, you know, we could get a bit higher here, potentially up to that 55-cent range. I kind of don't think we're going to get above that wick. If we do, that's going to be more bullish. So that wick is an important place to look at. Maybe a big place to look to potentially short XRP. For the short term, it kind of looks like this could continue upward with Bitcoin and Ethereum in the short term. If you guys are experienced traders, if you guys are interested in trading, check out FAIRDESK down below. Their promo ends in a couple days. You could get the NFT if you sign up with my link and trade. You need a $10,000 trading bonus. I have a tutorial on how to do that. I uploaded a week or two ago. Pretty easy to find. And check that out. So it's a really good exchange. A lot of people are asking me, you know, what exchange should I use? Doesn't require a VPN, no KYC. FAIRDESK is pretty good. I believe you still don't need a VPN for FAIRDESK. FAIRDESK is very good as well. We're giving away 5%, if you sign up with my link down below, 5% trading fee rebate on, get 5% of your trading fees you pay back on FAIRDESK. And also we give away, if you sign up with my link one time a week, we give away a $100 trading bonus to one person who signs up. Obviously your odds are pretty good. We're also, lastly, finishing a MEXC trading bonus as well. If you deposit $100 with my link down below, you will get a trading bonus. It's a pretty good trading bonus. I think it's a $100 or $200 trading bonus So check that out down below. So moving on, after I mentioned all of that, moving on, that's pretty much it. I mean, ultimately, Bitcoin dominance, like I was showing you guys before, getting a nice jump up. I think this can continue forward. I like the 3 hour about to print a green dot. I like the 2-day printing a green dot. Weekly Heiken Ashi candle turning green. And I think we'll form some type of thing where we break upward more from on the 2-week, potentially. And it could come up quicker. It could come up quicker sometime in October, maybe even September. Mid 50s is going to be the big place, I think, to start getting into altcoins. So that's what I'm really looking for there. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yeah, the last thing, I mean, I do have a trading course as well if you want to learn more about this. A lot of people have liked it. So yeah, link down below for that. Check it out. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.